Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, my name is Robin, hence the business name Robin's Healing. For people that don't know me, I currently offer transformational coaching as my service. It is 75 minutes, so we get a full hour and 15 minutes together to work on any goals or strategies that you might need, whether it's in your personal relationships, whether it's your bad habits, depression, working on your own inner callings, etc. There are tons of reasons why you might want to get healing, especially with me because I have a wide variety of tools and I love to combine all of my tools into my sessions. So you can go onto robinshealing.com and you can book a service that way. I have been sharing with people that I'm on a little social media break, which is interesting because here I am on here. What I've been learning through this process is something that I'm going to add into the Theta Healing downloads and clearings that we're currently doing today, which a big thing is actually it's forced me to find other avenues for myself to learn because I tend to actually learn on social media. And I didn't realize that there was a vibration related to social media that also was unhealthy for me. So I've chosen to trust myself in this process. And so one thing I wanted to discuss today is my membership program that I recently created. It's on my website. And what you're going to find when you hop onto my website is you're going to see a tab that says memberships. And when you click on that, you're going to see three plan options. So you have your beginner level, which is 1111, and that's kind of what I was coming on to discuss today, is a bit more about my Center Yourself program that's available through the beginner level. And so you're paying for a monthly membership fee that will give you access into my private Facebook group as well for support. So if there are other people who are in any of those three plans through the membership, you guys will all get access to the private group to discuss things that are coming up for you and things that you're exploring or things that you think might be helpful for someone else based on different spiritual topics or meditations or theta healing, anything to do with healing, anything to do with COVID, anything to do with like daily affirmations, which I have here today as well. Okay. So, that being said, specifically today, what I wanted to focus on is the first module of Center Yourself. So what you can do as well is you can watch all my introduction interviews. Why did I say interviews? Introduction videos, I guess. And they're not really previews of what to expect for the program. They're basically just videos that I had already created from the past that I just decided to give you like free access to, so you could just listen on like a little bit of, I guess, my style, or you might get some insight towards what you're going to experience moving forward. Okay. So I would invite you as well to watch the introduction videos related to the programs. So in the beginner level, Center Yourself is the first program that's available to you. There are multiple. And the other thing that you get is a free meditation with me monthly. So on the 11th of every month, you will get a new meditation. So if you happen to take advantage of the private Facebook group that's available to you through the membership program, what you'll be able to receive is information that everybody, or I'm going to receive information based on what you guys have shared. And I can actually create a meditation for you guys based on everybody's energy, the themes that you're sharing at the time. So this is a way to connect with me and connect with others basically for free. You are paying $11.11, but however, these programs were $111. So if you're paying $11, I think you're getting a lot by continuously getting access monthly, the support through the Facebook, as well. Any digital programs that I create moving forward are going to also be continuously placed in those membership categories. So if you choose the beginner level, which is kind of what I'm talking about right now, then I feel like doing I kind of feel like it's a combination of like, I'm getting like more like a yoga nidra workshop, because that's my ultimate like favorite pretty much thing on the planet, I would say. So I could do a workshop in yoga nidra, which is just so beautiful and so peaceful. And then not only are the people that join that workshop, they're going to get access to the one-on-one, the intimacy that way, the question and answer, which is great, and the connection with others. I will either do things over Facebook or I'll do things over Zoom. So that there's always a chat. So if you're not coming onto if there isn't a video option or you don't want to come onto the video, then you can always use the chat immediately and I can read it and see it. So it just depends, because I do things a little differently depending. So if I do a yoga nidra workshop, then I'm going to record that. So everybody knows that I'm recording these for digital programs. But what I would then do is take the yoga nidra workshop and I would add that into the beginner level membership. So not only are you going to get guaranteed a monthly meditation that it will be added on there on that day, but you're also going to get then the new workshop. So that's something I'm going to continuously be doing as I continue to do these things. You're going to get new programs, which is awesome. So you're already going to get a crap ton that will give you like time to kind of spread it out on your own time. Anyway, wanted to share that with you because it's really nice to do things at your own pace, I find, but also get new stuff. So the animals are wrestling, and I feel like I want to just do some quick things here. So the inner child, in the digital program, I go way deeper into this, but I'm going to do some clearings, which is what we do the whole time as we do theta healing clearings. So, and in that program, I explain it a little bit better. But right now, I'm also going to do some clearings for you based on what I feel the general people that are going to be watching these need. Okay, so I'm going to pull up some cards that I sell. I have one deck left. How to Love Yourself, Louise Hay. And trust comes up in the program. So you might find that right now that's something you struggle with as a result of maybe something that's happened to you in childhood. Just checking on my comments. So I'm going to trust that that's our card that we need. Just ignore the dogs. And it says, I speak and think positively. Okay. So the word think is really popular. Oh my goodness. And I feel like we create our own negativity. We can be very self-destructive. So as I was saying, sometimes this comes up from things that we weren't happy with when we were a child, and then we carry that with us moving forward. So if your parent was negative, and they put a lot of heaviness on you and you were an empath, then you probably picked that up along the way and you had tendencies to like almost feel like, oh, adults are negative, or it's normal for people to overthink, whereas it's your normal based on your past. So would you like to clear, so you just say yes to this, so would you like to clear and release times in your life, especially in your past, especially around childhood, even in dream state for you, where you allowed negativity to come up and you didn't do anything about it based on probably just being young and not having that knowledge or awareness? And let's replace that with feeling safe to honor how you're feeling spiritually, no matter what that looks like. Okay, and just take a deep cleansing breath. Okay. So what happens is I get information based on this, based on the people watching. Okay. We're just totally gonna ignore that. Hey, hey. Yeah, I think it's time for a nap. I'm getting the word numb. It's when we've numbed our feelings or we've numbed our emotions to get through situations, right? We do that to protect ourselves. So again, if you want to even comment, if this, hi Stacy, if that relates to you, let me know. Were there times in your past where you've had to numb just to survive? And if so, would you like to remove the past trauma, the pain that you've experienced that you've had to numb or perhaps ignore? Or you could have even had to draw extra attention to yourself as a result of this as well. You might have had to overcompensate. And let's replace or shift this energy over to feeling like you can breathe in natural healing, you can breathe in safety, and you can breathe in compromising so that when you are taking on other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, you can understand them from a compassionate and understanding side for yourself as well. Okay? Take a deep breath there. Okay. And part of this, what's coming up here is absolutely, Stacy says, is that it's okay to be happy for other people as well. Sometimes when we're not happy, it's like that I'm jealous of my sister situation, something like that, where it's like she gets all the attention and I don't get the attention that my sister gets. I think, or you're any type of sibling where you feel like you're not getting what you need or what you deserve. And that happens, I think, in all families because it's really sometimes hard to treat everybody perfectly equal all the time. It just doesn't really work that way, I find. We do our best, but it doesn't always work in relationships. So, would you like to let go of feeling hurt by the people who love you, the people who aren't supposed to cause you pain? And let's look at that go on a genetic level as well, because there's a chance that somebody in your family or ancestral who has experienced those feelings as well, and there's a good chance you took that on as a result of their own issues or their own problems, their own desire to maybe want to save other people before themselves, however it was back then. Let's also let it go on a historical level as well. So you might feel that way of being a female. Holy. And we're going to replace that with knowing that unconditional love exists when we choose to see ourselves in that beautiful light. And when we begin to take deeper breaths that we know we deserve, and that we can feel safe holding space for ourselves first, and also continuously holding compassion for other people's traumas and negative experiences that they've had as well. Okay. Okay. So what I get here with the card is my current thinking shapes my future. If I hear myself using negative or limiting words, I change them. Yeah, it makes sense with self-esteem, self-worth, things like that. So I kind of get it's like I'm getting that there are people watching who aren't just experiencing this from childhood, they're actually experiencing this in their day-to-day life. So what I would suggest is to not continuously affirm the pain. So even if you are in pain, and even if you are seeing this on a daily basis, whether it's through the news or through the people that are around you, again, affirm the things that you would like to start feeling. Okay, that's part of the positivity. I also get that when it comes to our throat chakra, make sure that you are expressing yourself again in kind ways. So even if you're telling somebody else, "Oh, I don't like my physical body," and you're saying that out loud to somebody else because you feel like you want to share that, it's still important to still show other people what you do like about yourself, right? So there's a confidence aspect. So that's where in a personal session we go deeper. If you were in the private Facebook group, we could go deeper However, if you're not a member for that 1111, then you won't have access that way. But it is a perfect way to expand on these things and also receive things that I've already done that you can continuously watch, which is awesome. Because just because you watch something once, even if you actually participated in the Center Yourself program, you can go back, you re-listen to that, and you'll find major changes start happening because there's this new awareness as we evolve. So that's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm on I'm on the third module and I'm finding it really helpful for myself. Okay, so my apologies for my dogs. Continue to work on that throat chakra. Again, if you don't plan on connecting with me, that would be a really important thing too, that you would get in the Center Yourself program. So just go deeper, okay, and do your own research. If that's all you have access to, you're lucky and fortunate enough to have access to social media and things like that as well. Okay, bye for now, guys.